with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free. Getting busy with B, getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with B. She too busy being beautiful, it's busy to be. We busy being busy, baby, that's the way it should be.
I tune into my station, baby, and get busy with B.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with B. We busy being brilliant, breaking down your issues with B. The best of being busy, baby, that's the way it should be.
I tune into my station, baby, and get busy with B.
What we talk about, we can talk it out. Latest news, advertisement, what we bark about. Charity, celebrity, what we talk about. Therapy, prosperity, what we talk about. I'm from the nation cap, home of the Nets. We winning on you, Bammers, baby, best believe it. We losing our youth, the black on black violence with straps. Can't depend on politicians, gotta watch our own back. Put the guns down, youngins, life's about funnin'. Hate to see funerals, but love to give money. Shout out to VA and PG, you see us coming. MDDC, be more what it do, dummy.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free. Getting busy with B, getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with B. She too busy being beautiful, it's busy to be. We busy being busy, baby, that's the way it should be.
I tune into my station, baby, and get busy with B.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with B. We busy being brilliant, breaking down your issues with B. The best of being busy, baby, that's the way it should be.
I tune into my station, baby, and get busy with B.
What we talk about, we can talk it out. Latest news, advertisement, what we bark about. Charity, celebrity, what we talk about. Therapy, prosperity, what we talk about. I'm from the nation cap, home of the Nets. We winning on you, Bammers, baby, best believe it. We losing our youth, the black on black violence with straps. Can't depend on politicians, gotta watch our own back. Put the guns down, youngins, life's about funnin'. Hate to see funerals, but love to give money. Shout out to VA and PG, you see us coming. MDDC, be more what it do, dummy.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free. Getting busy with B, getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free.
I always love a little extra light. But if you guys are tuned in on Facebook, you guys need to tune in right now to Listen Vision Live. Right now, listenvisionlive.com. They also on Facebook Live streaming right now, and I hope. But if you missed the show, tune in to plug in busywithb.com. And guys, guess what? You'll be linked in to all my social media platforms, so YouTube and all that good stuff. But each and every Monday, right here, Listen Vision Live, Georgia Avenue, I am joined in the studio by my co-hosts. I'm going to let them. So let me tell y'all, before I introduce my co-host, I want you guys to know that I am giving the opportunity to people who think this is what they want to do, because I didn't know what I wanted to do a year ago. I just stepped out on faith. So if you think this is something that you want to do, guys, and you want to host with your girl, DM me, send me a picture of yourself. Let me know that you're serious about this. You guys are welcome to join me in the studio. You don't have to start alone. A lot of times when people doing things like this, we don't invite and share the platform. So one of the things, the month of November, I am sharing my platform. These guys are joining me in the studio. My guest co-host, Khadijah, this is actually her first time hosting a podcast.
Don't make me nervous.
No, not at all. Yes. She's beautiful. She got this. Introduce yourself to the audience.
I am Khadijah. This is my first time live on air hosting with Busy with B, and I'm just ready. I'm ready to get started.
We're ready.
I'm so ready.
The topic is going to be relationships, y'all, and it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to let my second guest co-host from the studio to introduce
Well,
himself.
my name is Darius the Great. This ain't my first time at the rodeo. I got my own podcast
Shout
called
it
You Don't
out.
Know a Podcast, Bliss FM, every Thursday, 6 to 7. I play in the band. So I'm always around, man. So, yeah, I'm proud of my co-host, man, Miss B. I remember when this first came into fruition, and we had talked about it and discussed it. So it's good to see people evolve and everything. So, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you. So, if you guys don't know the topic of today, we are going to talk about relationships. One thing about the Busy with B show, I love to talk about relationships. This season, I'm going to be very transparent with my own situations and things that I've been through. I'm going to talk about it. And so, to a certain degree, you know, you got to protect the other people too. So, but I'm going to be very transparent with that. So I want to give a shout out to relationships. So the way we're going to do today's show is, all those memes that we normally see on social media. One, for instance, that got me in a little trouble that, trust me, I just posted. I didn't really mean anything about it. But one of the memes that I posted some months ago, I'm very transparent this season. I've been going through my own thing, is sis, you could be the whole table and he'll still fuck with the napkin. And I cuss. You know what I'm saying? So it's like things like that you guys are going to see. So you could be the whole table and he'll still fuck with the napkin. So I have these two beautiful souls in the building. I have James. Say your last name for me. Peteet. James Peteet. He's in the building. He invented the card game Couple Up. So that was one of I really don't know how I found him, but I found him. Then I end up he gonna tell me. He gonna tell me all that good stuff. He gonna tell me, but we found each other, and I'm grateful to have him in the studio. African American, invented a card game. What I'm saying is this show is about you can truly be and do all the things that you want to be. So we highlight entrepreneurs. We're about motivating and inspiring others no matter where you're from. Straight from Southeast for me. Where you from? Oh, Southeast. Where you from, Darius?
I'm from Landover.
That's still,
Straight up.
that's still Southeast, if you know what I mean.
The Southeast of Maryland.
You know, the Southeast of Maryland, right? I'm from Landover.
I said it proudly, too, right?
What you not gonna do? So today we gonna highlight him. We gonna highlight the game. And so what Darius don't know is that the couple that we had showing up had a little incident in the situation. So what we gonna do is we gonna play the game ourselves. And so let me tell you a little bit about this relationship right here with Darius. As we started at the post office together, great friend, always there when I call on him. Obviously he's sitting next to me right now, so he knows just a little bit about me. So we gonna play the game, but we gonna interview James. We gonna talk to him, get to know him. So he can share his wisdom, his knowledge. How did he even come up with something like this? Because, we don't just say, we going to come up with a card game. You know what I'm saying? Couples game. So we're going to have that conversation today. But I wanted to open up with you guys. I want you to tell people where they can find you, because this is your first show. It's not your last show.
This is my first show, but yes, this is the beginning. You can find me. I'm a blogger, so you can find my work on itskadija.com, and I'm on Twitter, Instagram. It's Khadija. ITSK.
So what she needs to know is the way, however Khadija is spelled, because I went to Baloo or whatever.
How you gonna downplay
So
those
what I need you to
students out there everywhere.
what I need you to do is how do you spell Khadija? Spell it out.
KHADEEJA.
And
You heard that?
I got a living single hat on. Your name, Khadija.
There you go.
Living
It was with the bag.
single.
Oh, in a night. Oh.
So Darius, if people wanted to find, he's about to be a trip. So first of all, the way we're gonna do the show today, we're gonna do this interview, and if you guys have if you have memes that you want me to kind of talk about, but I have memes that I downloaded, that I watched, that I put to the show that we're gonna just speak to, because a lot of times we posting these memes, like the one I posted the other day, but we don't really get to talk about it. So we're gonna talk about different scenarios of situations today, and I'm excited. In the meantime, we're gonna take a quick break so we can get James up here on this stage and we can get it in. But y'all, one thing y'all gotta tell me though, y'all gotta tell me what y'all think about this theme song. So
That's right, lit.
for real,
I do music.
love it.
I like your ad libs.
It's
That
so
shit was lit.
fun. It's like
Nah, you got
shout
energy.
out to Jizzle. Yes, and I have some sponsors coming to the show next week. I'll be announcing them. I'm just excited
How many
about.
takes it take you to do it though?
Man, the truth is, like, I didn't even, like, I surprised myself with the song, right? So it took me, a little couple of shots to get it back, and then I kept forgetting. I'm going to show y'all the footage one day. Yes. Because, look, my girl got it. She had to leave the studio, and she got the footage. But in the meantime, we're going to take a break so we can get back up here with James. Getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free. Getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with B. She too busy being beautiful, it's busy to be. We busy being busy, baby, that's the way it should be.
I tune into my station, baby, and get busy with B.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with B. We busy being brilliant, breaking down your issues with B. The best of being busy, baby, that's the way it should be.
I tune into my station, baby, and get busy with B.
What we talk about, we can talk it out. Ladies news, advertisement, what we bark about. Charity, celebrity, what we talk about. Therapy, prosperity, what we talk about. I'm from the nation cap, home of the Nets. We winning on you, Bammers, baby, best believe it. We losing our youth, the black on black violence with straps. Can't depend on politicians, gotta watch our own back. Put the guns down, youngins. Life's about funnin'. Hate to see funerals, but love to give money. Shout out to VA and PG. You see us coming, MDDC. Be more what it do, dummy.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free. Getting busy with B, getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with B. She too busy being beautiful, it's busy to be. We busy being busy, baby, that's the way it should be.
I tune into my station, baby, and get busy with B.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with B. We busy being brilliant, breaking down your issues with B. The best of being busy, baby, that's the way it should be.
I tune into my station, baby, and get busy with B.
What we talk about, we can talk it out. Ladies news, advertisement, what we bark about. Charity, celebrity, what we talk about. Therapy, prosperity, what we talk about. I'm from the nation cap, home of the Nets. We winning on you, Bammers, baby, best believe it. We losing our youth, the black on black violence with straps. Can't depend on politicians, gotta watch our own back. Put the guns down, youngins. Life's about funnin'. Hate to see funerals, but love to give money. Shout out to VA and PG. You see us coming, MDDC. Be more what it do, dummy.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free. Getting busy with B, getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free.
So we are back, and I am joined in the studio by James
Peteet.
Peteet. See the way it's spelled and stuff, but
And I'm sure I know it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. I know.
Thank you so much for joining me in the studio. Again, I don't know how I found you.
I remember.
You
So
remember?
so what happened was I did a giveaway for my game when I made the prototype, and I said like if anyone comment like mention 2 people under here and leave a like or something, then I'll send it out to whoever you tag. And someone tagged you, and I was like, I don't know who she is, but I looked at she had the Buzy with B show. I'm like, oh, she excited, bubbly as a mug. So I'm like, let me just send her this game real quick. Like I know she gonna give me some good footage or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, boom, she gotta get this game.
And here we are. We are here. And so so first of all, one thing about the Buzy with B show is just to highlight entrepreneurs. Me so much from the community because I want people to know no matter where you're from, you can be great. You can be anything. Shout out to Great. So I gotta shout him out. And that's GR8. Great, but he's a sponsor to the show, so I gotta shut him out. But no matter where you're from, you can be great. And so I wanted to highlight you because first of all, Black people, we don't just think, oh, we gonna invent a card game,
Right.
and then we invent a card game about love.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
I want you to share your story a little bit. I want people to know. I want you to highlight your age first of all too.
First and foremost, 26 and young. I ain't getting but younger. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay. I hear you.
Came up with the idea when I was 25, so we're gonna stick with 25 for real.
Okay. Let's go with it.
So how the game came about was, I see a lot of millennials my age, we be ducking conversation. Like, we don't want to talk about anything. We rather ignore it, let it go away, or just text it away, something like that. I'm like, that's whack. So when me and my girlfriend, we've been together for about 6 or 7 months or so, and I wanted to see how much we knew about each other, how far this relationship grown from day one to about now. And as we played it, I was like, we don't really know too much about each other. Like, this ain't the move. Like, we gotta continuously talk more. But as we kept playing and giving it to our friends and family, they was like, yo, I'm getting relationship vibes out of this. Like, if you delve more into this and stop making like little foo-foo questions, you can really make this a popping game. Not only as entertainment, but a learning experience.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because we play all the drinking games in the world, and that's cool. But what are you really getting out of that game?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? What are you really learning from that? So it just progressed from there on forth. I kept making more intimate questions, and people was like, yo, I'm learning so much about my partner that I never knew. Like, and it's just making us grow as people. So that's where the whole concept came from.
Okay. So, any questions? Sorry. I don't want to, I could do
Nah, when you were saying about millennials, I think I wouldn't even just say it's millennials. I just say it's the era and time we're living in as far as like communication is so it's not really intimate anymore.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because of technology. I mean, I'm older. I'm 36, so I go through the same thing. So I feel like that is something where you don't really know your partner. Then, like you said, 6 or 7 months, that's the honeymoon phase of a relationship.
Absolutely.
That's not the meat and bones of a relationship.
We in that now.
So, you know what I mean? When that honeymoon phase starts to fade a little bit, that's when things get a little rough. I say from 3 to 6 months is when the honeymoon phase is.
Everything is perfect. Like, ain't no arguments, and then shit hit the fan.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, and then, like you said, real intimacy is really being able to, expose yourself and be vulnerable without being feared being judged.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, so.
And we don't do that. Like, everybody's judging everybody.
Right.
And everybody's stuff stink, if you know what I mean.
Facts.
But where you from, James?
Upper Marlboro, Maryland. So I was born on the Air Force Base. My parents both military, 25 plus years, so I'm a military brat. Okay. I didn't move around a lot like every other military kid, so I stayed in the Upper Marlboro, Cheltenham to be specific. If no one knows what that is, it's like by Boys Village.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I was like by Boys Village.
Yeah, I ain't want to put nobody out there, but yeah. So I'm around there. I've been there my whole life, been raised around, and I was brought up around a lot of entrepreneurs, to be honest with you. And being around those type of guys and women as well, I always felt like I can definitely do whatever I want, and in whatever space I want. Because like you said, like who wastes thinks of a card game? I'm like, we play them all the time. Like, I'm sure all of y'all got some kind of card game in y'all house right now that you might not touch.
Spades.
Yeah, exactly. Like we create everything. Everything is popping through us. So I'm like, let's make this relationship thing pop. Let's make conversation pop. So I'm like, I can be the one because no one else is doing this. Ain't no other relationship. A bunch of relationship games. Let's get that straight.
Okay.
But it ain't nothing as intimate and as fun as this one. It's just a bunch of like, what's your favorite? That's cool. I got that in the game.
Favorite color?
Yeah, that's cool. I'll forget that anyway. But
I'm gonna get it.
But so tell me, is knowing your favorite color, does that determine whether I love you or not? Like, how much do I really know? Like, I want to know, what are you going to do in this certain situation? If we get in a lot, if you lose your job tomorrow, how are we going to pay these bills? What are you willing to give up so that we can continue living our lifestyle.
So this some serious stuff.
Yeah, it's serious, but it's
so
also
it ain't
fun.
like if you don't. So I don't got, cause me and Darius going. So what y'all don't know, if y'all not tuned in to Listen Vision Live right now, me and Darius, we gonna play this game. And
We
a
go
little
together.
bit. Yeah,
We go together for now?
We gonna be a couple.
Right,
yeah,
right.
we gonna be a couple for now. Cause I'm saying
I'm honest too. I'm
we gonna. So I don't have to worry about him trying to kiss me or nothing like that.
Nah.
Oh my
Huh?
god. He's like, what?
I was just going like that.
Oh, for real? He tried to throw me the alley oop. I'm like, nah, we professional.
All right, so no, I'm excited. We are gonna get some samples of the game, and we gonna set it up on the stage. Man, I'm gonna play it for like 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes, and see what come out of it.
It's 120
In the
cards.
meantime, you know what I want to do? I don't know. We gotta go to break for this because I gotta set it up with my producer. But I sent in some stuff that we send in on social media, like memes. You know what I'm saying? Things that we don't talk about. You almost 40 and 50 years old and you still playing games. You know, stuff like that. So we gonna just talk about it and we gonna see what come out. Okay. So do I need to go to break, producer? All right. So give us like 1 minute, 2 minutes. We gonna go to break and then we gonna pop up our topics gonna pop up in the screen, and I'm gonna see what my co-host and James what they come up with, what we come up with. We're just having fun today. It's just
Relationship talk. That's it.
relationship.
Yeah, relationships. We here to converse.
Yes,
Drop some jewels on some people while we here.
absolutely. All right, go to break.
Busy with B, getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free. Getting busy with B, getting busy with me. I'm too busy being beautiful, loving and free.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with B. She too busy being beautiful, it's busy to be. We busy being busy, baby, that's the way it should be.
I tune into my station, baby, and get busy with B.
Getting busy with B, getting busy with B. We busy being brilliant, breaking down your issues with B. The best of being busy, baby, that's the way it should be.
I tune into my station, baby, and get busy with B.
What we talk about, we can talk it out. Latest news, advertisement, what we bark about, charities.
Yeah, my man said you cute. Look.
Thank you.
Oh, her.
And I'm like,
we both cute.
And we are
Right.
and we are back. So we talk about relationships,
beggar somebody
and
on
the
the-
flirting going on
Right.
Facebook.
On my Facebook.
But we are back. So if you guys aren't tuned in to Listen Vision Live right now, you might miss the pop-ups. But on the replay on busywithb.com, you can hit all my social medias, but check out my YouTube channel because I will be downloading the shows and you can see it live. Also, if you aren't tuned in to my YouTube channel and you think you following me, a lot of you guys are following Listen Vision because I didn't know any better. So make sure you guys are checking Busy with B on the YouTube channel because I will be doing more personal videos with me in front of the camera and just letting it all out. But back to the show.
Let's get it.
So what we doing here is just something we doing. We gonna pop up the memes, recent stuff that we've seen on social media. Stop trusting sex to heal your relationships. Money to stop your worries, and drugs to heal your problems. Start trusting God. So I didn't expect that one. That one was kind of hard.
Right, yeah.
That one was
You gotta
kind
play
of.
that joint back, bro.
Hold up.
Y'all had me to the money part. Man.
That one was kind of deep. I ain't know we was gonna, I ain't know we was gonna get that deep one. straight up.
You had me to the money part.
I ain't know we was gonna get that deep on the first one, but that one said, "Can you put it up one more time?" Stop trusting. Hold up, we gotta read that again because that was kind of. I ain't know it was gonna get that deep. Stop trusting money. Oh,
I don't want the second one.
Yeah.
Stop trusting sex. Yeah.
Y'all gotta help me.
Look, stop trusting.
Stop trusting sex to heal your relationships. Money to stop your worries, and drugs to heal your problems. Start trusting God. So, that's deep, right? It's really deep because a lot of times, I know as a woman, see, I gotta be the one that's transparent and speaking. Women, y'all, I need some help. We go through a lot of shit.
go.
Nah.
If we get nigga.
we all go through it though.
No. Huh?
We all go through
But
it.
so no, I'm just saying like
For real.
okay.
We do. It's not just
Talking to
women.
Mike Darius.
We all go through it. I think you know what I'm saying, like it's so many different variables and it's subjective. It's so many different things. But we all going through. We all hurt for real. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it's just we display it in different ways. Men
That's
display this differently than some women. Like men who are afraid of a commitment, it could be a reason why. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's selfishness, it's self-preservation. It's like you said, not wanting to deal with the real issues. And
We don't until like we later on in life we really don't deal with issues. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody in the black community, I have to say, nobody ever even teaches us how to concentrate and meditate. And you know, we don't even know how important that is. So it's like we really don't even know we have issues until like it's right there in front of you and we going through it with that person that we gotta learn from. And you know, everything you go through is learning. So I agree with that.
We like the thing said, definitely sex is not going to heal any and everything. Nah. It's like a Band-Aid. Like a lot of things that we are doing are Band-Aids and not really the solution. And also what I like to focus on is preventative measures instead of reactionary stuff. So like if I know it's something that my girl is doing that I dislike, whatever, I'm going to address it right now. I'm not going to wait 2, 3, 4 years later down the road and then try to say something to fix it. Because at that point, it's like, well, you was cool with it up until now. Like, what happened now? Like, don't wait forever and ever to finally say something.
But a lot of times you can't say nothing because you don't even know it's a problem until it's a problem.
Look, if I don't like something, I know.
I know.
I know when something is.
You know what? In the past, I tend to be a whole lot of passive. And then when it build up, then I'm like, boom, on your ass. And then you shocked.
And now we got to scrap. Like, we ain't trying to get to that point.
Exactly. Or we ain't scrapping, but it's just over. And you just surprised. Like, damn. Like, you did that. Like, you just, like, surprised me.
You just slipped up.
The thing about being passive is knowing your boundaries, like knowing yourself, knowing what you will tolerate and won't, and then just speaking up for yourself. Like, it took me a long time to start, like, speaking up for myself, but I understand boundaries. Like, I can set them clearly, and I avoid all that miscommunication and disrespect right out the gate because I know my boundaries. I know myself.
Exactly.
And that's important. Like, I mean, before you get into any relationship, you should know who you are. Like, know
but
what
that's
you want,
the whole
know what you
thing.
need.
Like, you think you know, but then like, for real,
Oh,
because,
that's
like,
true, too.
again, we coming from the community where we don't talk about these things. So, I mean, like, I think even just looking at me, oh, hell nah, she wouldn't take that. Oh, nah, she wouldn't do that. But I'm honest to God, I'm grateful. This is my word to the end of the year. I'm grateful for everything I've been through because it's been a lesson. And I'm so grateful that I just say I'm woke. Like, they say never, but you can never say never when you don't know your power. And when you truly know your power, you can say, I never do that shit.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know my power, and this shit just recent past. I will never look into the camera for real. never do some of the shit and settle for some of the shit I settle for because I am enough right now. So until we speaking over our daughters and putting that into them right now, like, we'll never know. I think that was so deep, and I didn't think we was gonna go that deep
Off
on the
the
first
rip.
one. Let's see the next one. God damn it!
Yeah, do us off.
I'm scared.
Be with someone that doesn't make you look like an idiot for being loyal to them. I can feel that shit.
That don't make you look like an idiot.
God damn.
What's loyalty to y'all? What do y'all consider loyalty?
I think loyalty is something people want to be proud of, but shit, that's something you should, like, come with. You know what I'm saying? Like, loyalty is...
Would you rather be loved or respected?
I would rather be respected.
Both.
Respect.
I'd
I'd rather be respected though. Yeah.
I'd rather be respected.
'Cause love is
Because
subjective.
love gonna come with
As long
that.
as you respect me, that's it.
Yeah,
Love is
respect
up-
me. Like, I mean, I think I was loved in the past and not always respected, but I didn't always hold myself to the caliber that I should. Because, again, everything starts with you. Like, I think now that I'm more so self-reflecting, you know, I love my past. I love everything I've been through with who I've been through it with, you know. And what it is they my family now. So for the most part, like, love is love, but I would rather be respected. I haven't been respected, but at the end of the day, when I self-reflect, did I truly respect myself? So it's just all about knowing your power. I'm gonna always take it back to that all night.
Because if you don't know, then why would I? If you don't love yourself, why can I? If you don't respect yourself, why would I? Like,
But you know what's so funny? Like the thing about it, when I think about true love, is like it's different things. When okay, for example, say you're not loving yourself.
Yeah.
I do feel like if a partner has your best interests, they wouldn't exploit that though.
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't exploit that. They wouldn't take advantage of that. They either would try to help you or walk away. You know what I'm saying? And I notice a lot of times when I see in relationships, the person who cares the least controls the relationship the most. And you know what I'm saying? But
That's deep,
when people, but what I was saying, like as far as like when a person is wounded or you know when they not their best, what I notice is just in human nature and just sometimes in humans, people take advantage of that person.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like they don't have no empathy for that person. When in respect and reverse, you would think they would have empathy for a person who's you know might be emotionally down or mentally.
I would say
burned up.
emotionally down, and that's another show that we're gonna talk about.
so another topic.
And no, it really is because you know I recently had a baby, and I can just tell you what depression looks like, you know, and I was severely depressed, you know, severely postpartum, and I probably was a little depressed going into even being pregnant, you know, just never really dealing with those mental issues, but that's another show, and I can't wait to explore it with more women that are willing to talk about their postpartum and their depression and how they overcame it.
Yeah, I actually had to go to counseling after I had Nasir because I did feel postpartum depression. So that's when I started to like be more conscious of my feelings and like my connection.
It's a lot, and guys. When we had these babies, oh my goodness!
I'm glad I'm a nigga. I ain't
Here it
gonna fake.
comes.
Yeah.
It's so
Y'all go
much
through
because
too
we
much.
give that power away. This power that y'all gonna be hearing all night, we give that power away. And then when you not with that person that can protect you and really love you and that's really genuine. And again, it's all about, I always self-reflect and bring it back to me. But when you not with that right person, you know, you're not protected, you're not guarded, and God will reveal things to you in that time. So that was deep.
Right, that went. Ooh.
Let's go to the next one. I don't know what's popping up until it pop up. I don't give a damn how independent a chick is. Every woman wants a man who gonna make sure she's straight.
That's
Now,
a fact.
I need.
Well, look, the way y'all be talking, it's like I don't need no man. I can do this by myself, and you made.
I gotta
very
pick a
well-
side.
First part. Did you read the first part?
No, hold up, go back, cause he ain't see it.
He's missed the. See, that's the part.
No.
that he
Look, I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn how independent a chick is. Ladies, where y'all at tonight? Every woman wants a man who gonna make sure she's straight.
regardless.
First of all, we gotta put these memes into context.
I
These
put
are-
Context is everything.
These are our people. These are perspectives. They're not laws.
they perspectives, but I'm just saying, I don't care how independent I am. And
Because one woman be like, another woman could be like, I don't need a nigga at all.
Which is what y'all say.
You
That's
know
what I
what
was
I'm
saying. Like,
saying?
y'all
No,
you say that.
let me tell you. Hold up. Let me take it back to God. Hold up.
Let's bring God in.
Let's bring God in it. So
They probably like, come on, bro.
God designed Adam, right? And he designed, like he saw Adam was lonely, first of all. So he designed, y'all gotta help me. He designed Eve.
Help on that one.
He designed Eve.
Passes on the-
But no, I'm saying that it's not really meant for us to take over the world by ourselves. Like I get it as women, because society also trained us as black women, especially,
That's
to
the
break
whole
up our
thing.
homes and make our man feel like we don't need them. And then if we have a man and we on welfare, they can't be in the house. And it's just a lot of shit that y'all really need. Oh.
Do you feel like, let me ask you this as women. Can I ask y'all something? So let me ask you this. Do you feel like, okay, say for instance, y'all the main, the breadwinner in a relationship, right? Do you feel like if you are the main breadwinner in a relationship, you feel like you don't have as much respect for the man because he don't?
No.
Or then when you have a man who makes a lot more money than you don't need you, do you feel like he treats you like
No.
you're an option?
No, both of those are true.
Both of those.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like, he ain't
I
tripping.
would say, like, I've been
100%
in
true.
both
Statement.
situation. So
Because you can't tell a
for
nigga
real,
that's a financially independent. You can't really tell. You can't control him.
when it's genuine, it's not about like so. I always get like I gotta be a boss. Like I've been called supervisors in my relationship, managers. I mean, I've learned a lot, and I swear, moving forward, I'm just gonna be great. I know I'm gonna be great. But what I'm saying is, like, Darius, you hitting on something. He hitting on something. I'm gonna let Khadijah go ahead and go. 'Cause I've been talking all
me,
night.
let me say for both because early in my career I was earning more than my boyfriend at the time, and I felt more control. Like it was just in me. Like I just felt like I can bitch you, but it wasn't on purpose. It was more like I don't know. It just kind of happened.
That's where you fucked up at.
Exactly, and I did. But I feel that you have to be equally yoked. That don't mean make the same amount, but that means have the same responsibility, I feel.
I think, like, I've been in a situation where
You should never date down
I've
financially.
been like, no, you should never what?
Date down financially. I
That's
feel
what I
like
was
it's-
gonna say. If you in a relationship and you the breadwinner and you a woman,
if they trying to
that's not
evolve and
equally
reach a
yoked.
certain
It's not
level,
gonna
but
work
they
like
just
that.
comfortable,
I think,
because
like, I've been in
it's gonna be
If
lopsided.
they're
It's
comfortable
gonna
with it, they're
be
working
a-
towards something.
Yeah, that's
That's totally
different.
different. Yeah.
But like,
For
I
sure.
think as women, because we like emotional, we can be delusional too, you know. And so I'm just speaking on some raw shit. You know what I'm saying? You like we all like we working towards something, I guess. You know, more so like I mean, I done been in situations where you know I look like a fucking idiot, you know, the whole time. But because you believe, so it's just like you could believe in potential, but like, do a person really believe in themselves? So it's just so many variables because a lot of times we do operate off of emotion. I know I operate personally out of love.
What was that movie? I think it was a Tyler Perry movie where the dude was trying to invent something and shit. And Taraji P. Henson with it, and she held him down.
It was
and she lost her house.
the newest one.
Yeah, she lost her house,
And she was
he
paying
had
for
this
him
idea,
with
and like
everything.
they offered him like $300,000 for it, and he turned it down. Was like, look, just wait. She lost, so she ended up breaking up with him.
Right.
She divorced him.
Acrimony.
Acrimony. Yeah, she divorced him. Ended up breaking him. He had to sleep in a shelter. He didn't cheat on her with the girl, but you know the girl broke him up. You know, put the battery in his back, helped him, and then he ended up, you know, making it. And he came back to her, gave her $10 million, bought her house back that she lost, and was like, look, because he moved on with her life, and he was just like, you know, I appreciate you. My thing did eventually came
do
through.
people do that though? Like that.
But she was mad though.
mad.
That should have been the end of the movie right there.
Real mad.
She was mad because she thought she was like she wanted him back, but he had moved on. He didn't have to do that. He, you know, she divorced him,
grateful.
but he gave her
did.
$10 million.
Because I know she loved me
held him
enough.
He
down.
did.
to come back
No,
for me.
technically, she
No, he had to. I
she
mean,
divorced
come
him
on
though.
now.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I
At
guess
the end of the day, you never know
movie
when
is
your
the
end
whole-
is your
But-
end.
but
like
I gotta
you
see
just
it.
don't never
But
know
see,
when
but
you gonna
when you
pop
make,
off
but
like
see,
that.
when you make, she couldn't take the fact that he moved on. She was thinking like the other girl was living her life. But I mean,
Like
nigga,
she
you got
should've
$10 million
had-
out the deal and in the house. You know what I mean? But she wanted the penthouse. She wanted the family.
Right.
No,
But-
you,
That money
'cause
wasn't
you
enough to
really
make her
be
happy, though.
genuinely
Right.
like loving.
But it's like you got to
No.
pick and choose your choice. If
And
she
that
would have
way,
stuck with
she
him.
was actually like messed up in it.
no, that shit fucked up.
No,
but anyway,
yeah,
we
she
gotta
was
pick
like
one
that.
more. Come on, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Go ahead.
Episode.
Oh, this your one. Read it, Darius.
Oh yeah, Kid Cudi apologized to all his girlfriends he had during his 20s and 30s that he let down and treated like shit. And these are Kid Cudi words. You can't be in love with someone until you love yourself. It took me years to learn that. I apologize to all my girlfriends in my 20s and early 30s I let down and I treated like shit because I wasn't right. All of my relationships didn't work out because of me. I had to accept that and find peace and be better.
Woo.
He suffered from mental illness too.
So, but no, but I'm saying is really deep because, like, first of all, motherfucker, people. So last season I really didn't cuss a lot on the show, and so you know I'm not pregnant. I'm having fun.
Right.
Don't judge me. Like it is what it is. But what I'm saying that to say that people tie these ages up into like if you a certain age you supposed to know this. Nah, it's a lot of shit you don't know until you know it. You know what I'm saying? So I respect them for saying that because I'm just saying like I'm well on to my 35s. Yes. And so I'm saying it to say that you really don't learn until you learn your lesson. It don't matter your age, and it's just like even me, like as women, y'all, we don't take a lot of accountability for when we fuck up. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna say that because I really truly. I just finding myself, and like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm so grateful for my lessons, you know, and I can't even like. I love my past. I'm grateful for my past. Like, it is what it is. I forgive my past. I forgive me. And so a lot of I'm speaking this over me, and I'm speaking this over people because women, we need to self-reflect. So, first of all, it just is what it is. We don't look at ourselves, but I'm saying forgive me. I wasn't always great, you know. Where you at? Where you going? Who you at? Who you with? Who you with?
I was fucked up.
I wasn't fucked up.
You wasn't fucked up? No, you seem like a
Why
pretty...
you gotta go?
So here was my problem with my ex-girlfriend. What I did, and I messed up the whole relationship. I treated her more like a friend instead of a girlfriend, which is what I didn't really peep until for whatever reason.
You seem like a good guy though.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm a.
Like, you seem like you
I
come
seem
from
like
a
a
good
good
house.
guy too, don't
I'm
You
a
I?
seem like
very
you came
good
from a
guy.
good home.
Yeah,
like,
I am.
And I wasn't, bro. I was emotionally messed up. But like I said, when you don't realize, I'm gonna tell you what it was from my perspective. I got my heart broken at a young age, and I was like, I'm never getting my heart broken again. So I was like.
So you
know,
guarded up.
I became a monster.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but realize, and you know what I'm saying, in retrospect, you realize you hurting innocent people who has nothing to do with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you creating more, like, you know, you affecting them with your hurt.
Right.
So-
They gonna be the same person that you are right now. They
Right.
gonna be hurt because you
right.
got hurt.
And they gonna
Like,
probably become who you are. They gonna
Exactly.
hurt. It's like
Hurt
a
people
cycle.
hurt
hurt people. Hurt people.
Yeah, so-
Hurt people, hurt people.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, I could relate to that. But when you're young, you don't know any better. And then as a young man, like in the urban community, you taught to dominate and conquer women. You taught to objectify women. That's what we taught. We taught. Oh, you supposed to have this many, you know, and we're not really
many
taught
bodies.
to. Yeah. And that's, you know, once you get
Crazy.
older and you become you know, when you become aware, self-aware, you realize, man, that's a lot of. There's a lot of shit in the urban community we learn growing up. We gotta
Later,
unlearn.
and you
Yeah.
by the time
A
you
lot.
learn it, you done hurt so many people. You know, you're not right. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool. We gotta make sure it's cool to be loyal. Like, it's not cool to be just messing around with everybody. Like, I thought that too when I was in high school because I seen all the popular guys or whatever dating 4 or 5 girls at the same time. Like, as I get older, like, that shit is whack, yo. Because that's not gonna keep your family stable together. Like, when you get married, you can be messing with
And
everybody.
then I was a
you
late
see.
bloomer too. I was an ugly ducking.
Right.
Not.
Like, for real, nah, listen. I wasn't getting the girls like that when I was like 16, but when I got like around 21, 22, that's when I started like,
You was feeling yourself, right?
yeah, my swag kind of went up.
The beard
You
started
know, I was-
growing. Like, look, it's
I was
a
in the
wrap.
streets.
I'm still
And then
waiting,
he just
bro.
went crazy.
The street stuff, you know what I'm saying? The street culture gave me a little bit of juice, but then that was pseudo. That wasn't real. That was pseudo confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, because clothing and material things could gas you up to make you feel like you this, but all that stuff still exists.
And it could be taken away at the same time. But what do you
Facts.
have personally, though?
And there's
No,
always somebody with
exactly.
more too.
Absolutely.
It's always really
Yeah.
truly about like your self love, and I honestly like I can't stress enough on this show right now how grateful I am for my past, from long past to recent past, and I'm grateful for everything. Let's go to the next one.
Another mean.
Yes, absolutely. Do anybody else besides me feel like 2019 was a complete lesson about relationship, friends, and family?
For that every goddamn year.
Yeah, I don't think it was specific to this year. I think this is something that we go through every year. I mean, until we learn, the more we grow, like this is gonna keep coming at us, whether it's like a romantic relationship or family, because me and my family still learning things about each other. We go through more stuff. I think
It's
every
a lot
year,
of
I
y'all.
feel like-
First of all,
no, it's a bunch of
Khadijah,
us.
share how many family members you got.
Well, I got 5 sisters, first of all.
Exactly.
Too many.
3
Fast.
brothers. I got a lot. We got a lot going on. So I think every year, again, we just always coming at stuff. We always learning more about ourselves. And I don't think one year really,
It's not gonna solve everything.
every year is like evolving.
Go ahead, John.
It definitely was for me. Like 2019 was strictly like, of course, entrepreneurship, but definitely relationships. Cause like my girl, she's exposed a lot about me that I tried to hide from myself. Like a lot. I say right now, I try not to move off emotion, but I definitely was that guy back in the day. Like if I get upset at something, I'm going off. Or I make decisions based on how I'm feeling right now, but not thinking of the whole picture. Like thinking things all the way around. Like it's a lot of stuff about myself I realized just my relationship with her, my relationship with my mother. family members. Like this 2019 has been my year of relationships. Absolutely.
So for me, definitely 2019 has just been just growth.
Yeah.
I've learned so much about myself. I have no regrets. Most of you guys know I had a baby in 2019. You know, me and baby daddy, we co-parenting and it's working out. But I learned so much, and it's just like I could use my platform to say like I can't blame him for everything, you know, because a lot of things are just like self-reflect. So when I look at myself, I'm like, damn, well, maybe, you know, I could have done this different. You know, I realized I was a whole lot removed from the relationship before it was, like, really over. I was really, truly removed. I had to protect myself. I went in protective mode. And so, you know, we doing a great, awesome job, you know, as co-parenting. But I realized, you know, that much about myself. So it's good. Like I'm saying, like, women... Like, trust me, it ain't perfect. And what I'm saying is, you know, everything wasn't right, but I'm saying for my part, I want to be accountable for that, you know, because I was a whole lot removed before it went south.
Is it true that women leave men mentally before they do physically?
Yeah, definitely, because I still wanted it. Like, I wanted it, you know? And I wasn't there, you know, anymore. So it's just like a lot of things that came after that, I gotta deal with it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying things was perfect, but I know the love that was there and how we started and how beautiful, you know, human being that we made. And, you know, it is what it is. Who knows what the future holds? I'm open, you know. What about you, Darius?
I feel like I'm not going to make it seem like I'm a victim or I haven't had my mistakes or made my mistakes. But I know I ain't a malicious person, and I know I ain't a fucked up person as far as... I feel like everybody's going to have disagreements or, like, you know, conflict, but it's about how you handle it.
Absolutely.
And I just noticed, like, a lot of times where people, like, they don't really know how to handle conflict, or when they do something that's... For instance, if me and you get in an argument... It doesn't call for you to like say things to me that's real hurting or derogatory. So once you do that, that's when I'm like, all right, it's something else there that you must have been feeling this way for a long time.
Do they really feel that way? Like, I mean, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't decipher it, but I know if I'm like, okay, let me. All right, I'm gonna play you from afar because your response wasn't really wanted to the infraction what happened or the disagreement. You get what I'm saying?
It didn't want you to go on me like it was.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like now it's gotten it's like Draymond and KD.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like
Draymond, I'm a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah,
you gonna leave all that? Like
it got personal, exactly.
Yeah. And it was like it came out of left field. You like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be chilling with nobody. This is secret competition or got these personal feelings that I don't even know about.
Just mad for no reason.
And then it's coming out different ways. So my thing I got short boundaries. I cut people off. I'd rather be by myself than like I feel like people are more liabilities than assets. So I'm really like when I look at a person's personality, their character. I don't want to hang around those street niggas no more. I grew up around niggas. They have nothing to offer me. Like my old friends, I don't hang with them. If y'all listen, I don't like y'all. You know
Straight up.
I don't want to hang around y'all. You smoking boat? Like what what can we talk about?
What can we talk about?
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather hang around people from a different demographic, from a different upbringing, because I can learn something from them.
But you've always been this artistic type of situation.
Facts. But I hung around people that was like that, like that the word I was asking about earlier about loyalty. Like sometimes loyalty is really codependence. You know what I'm saying? It's not really loyal. It's like you're mostly codependent on people you've known all your life and you're comfortable with them. And it's like, but it's no elevation. There's no, it's no growth in that.
It's a safe space for you to be in.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know you since 1996 don't mean you belong in my life in 2019.
Hell no.
Are we gonna y'all, this could just go forever. Obviously, we see. Are we gonna have some time to play the game? Y'all wanna play real quick?
I want to see this game.
Huh?
What do you?
We got 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Be your boyfriend.
All right, come on. Let's play the game real quick.
Oh, he said that off the
look. We gotta go to
look.
break real quick, or can we walk over there?
You'd rather just stay up there and play it?
Oh, all right, let's play it.
You can
James
pick
gonna be the
some,
chef.
right,
Okay.
So this is what we gonna do, right?
All right, come on.
So we got 4 categories of cards: red, black, green, and gold.
Okay.
And what you all are gonna do is you gonna pick somebody to roll the die first. Which one of y'all gonna roll the die? Which one you and
Okay, me and Darius,
Yep.
we playing this game. Okay.
All right, which one y'all gonna roll the die?
Darius.
All right, so Darius gonna roll the die. He gonna pick up whatever card corresponds with the color
He
that
don't
was
gotta
rolled.
kiss me, right?
I mean, look.
I
that's
mean,
what-
come on.
Whatever.
You should be honored. You should feel honored by these
Right,
lips.
yeah, come on. Talk
These
heavy,
two
bro.
coolers
Know your
I
worth.
got.
No.
Know your worth.
What does it say?
Is that a
choose
red?
any color.
Boom, so,
Choose
so,
any
so
color?
choose any color, right?
Choose any color.
Yeah, so
Alright.
yeah, you don't look
I'm
at it.
going right here. I can choose any color.
So she
No,
gotta
yeah.
choose.
No, you
Oh,
choose.
okay.
Yeah, it's you. All
Okay,
these
so-
questions about you, bro.
so-
Yeah, pick that up.
Okay.
So you gonna pick up the card. You gonna read it out loud.
Okay. In what way do I display my frustration when I'm mad at someone?
Boom.
Hey,
So, my fault. Go ahead.
A, process my thoughts, then adjust the person. Talk bad about the person to other people. Get angry and lash out. Never bring it up and hope it goes away.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
Write it down. On the back here, just write the letter.
Okay.
So if they get this answer right, which I don't think they're going to, they gonna get points equal to the bottom of that card. So they got 2 points. So if they get this right, they're gonna get 2 points.
Okay.
All right, so
And what's the last question? I mean, what's the
last option.
option?
Never bring it up and hope it goes away.
Never bring it up. Hope it goes away.
what I say? What I said he's gonna get it wrong?
Yes. No, that's not it. That's
False.
not me.
Negative.
You don't know. Who are you? You don't know me. It's A.
All right, nice show, folks. We'll see.
It's A. Process my thoughts, then adjust the person. I'm real logical. I'll try to use logic over
That's
emotion.
exactly what I want to find out about this.
I
Each
like
question
it.
has a meaning. When you read this question, think like, what is he trying to get us to understand? Like, what's the
Right.
theme of this question?
All right, come on. Let's go one more. Come on. We
No,
got
so now you go. Now you
Oh,
roll.
it's my go.
Yeah.
All right. Oh
So
my
go ahead and
God.
write 0 points on that
I
sheet.
ain't getting no
yeah,
damn
yeah,
points.
put that 0. So that's go. So you got that's a scenario card.
Okay.
So same situation.
Which method of communication do I use when first getting to know someone? Texting, social media, phone call, face to face, asking through a third party.
So now you give her the sheet, and she gonna do the same thing. Just write her answer. Make sure they don't see it.
I say phone call.
Hold it, you ain't
Yeah.
never
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You wrong. Good.
Oh, you wrong anyway. Put another 0 on that point too.
Wrong. Who uses the phone? Nobody uses the
Look.
phone.
We talk over the phone.
I know it is. It is.
Y'all
It
always
is.
When
phone.
first getting to know somebody.
FaceTime, so it is like face to face. I was
No, so, no,
Phone.
no,
FaceTime is over the
Face-
phone, bro. Come on.
Look, some girls like FaceTime is appointment only.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say
So
face
girls,
to face.
yeah, you gotta let me know before you FaceTime me.
Yeah. So that's what I was putting. I was putting.
You was gonna say face to
I was
face.
gonna
He
say
said phone
face-to-face.
call, so put a big 0 right there.
All right.
But phone call is her face to face.
So FaceTime
It
is.
is. Don't I do you that?
Yes,
It don't matter in
you
relationship.
FaceTime.
I'm like FaceTime me. That's
Come
my
on,
phone.
really?
So
So
what's
they gonna get that one right.
You
Is that
can
it?
give us one. All right, go ahead. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it.
Let's get that.
Oh,
All right.
it's black.
Which one?
Oh, this you.
No, that's favorites.
That's
favorite.
favorite.
Yeah, so-
Okay. Oh, that's green. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's the light.
Way to show affection.
Boom. So what is your favorite way to show affection? And she gonna guess what it is.
All right.
Ooh, here we go.
I already know. Cause he, I already know.
Let's see. You thought you knew the first one too, though.
What is it?
He wanna kiss me.
I put oral sex.
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. I love the honesty.
That's
I
how.
love the honesty.
That's how I know. You know
Kissing
what I'm saying?
where? Right.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. I guess you gonna get
That's
the
what-
point. Yeah. You're right.
Kiss me. I sung it too. All right, one more, y'all, because I got to close out the show.
Oh, your turn.
It's on
Oh,
your
it's
turn,
my
yep,
go.
yep.
Okay. Oh, no, hold on, wait.
So that was what if.
What if?
Yep.
Let's
So
go with
what
it.
if?
If you and I were to move in together, oh my God. Who
Oh,
would
God.
pay
We
most
about to
of the
get into
bills?
it.
I know the answer to this. Don't
hold
answer
up.
it. Don't answer it. I know this answer.
minutes
Hold
on
up. I know this
Look.
answer. Hold up.
You
I
got
know this
20
answer.
seconds to answer.
Hold up. I know. Okay, go ahead. You can answer now.
nigga me.
He would.
You gonna pay the cable and some more shit.
No, yeah, I know him. Like I
What's
know
the trash allowance?
I know he would pay most of the
So
bills.
ain't no splitting the bills? It's like you
I
pay-
wanted to, but I know who I'm dealing with. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he gets it. He will.
I'm
pay
a hard worker though.
No, he
I
really
work.
is.
Right.
Too hard. So yeah. Anyway, guys, we are closing out the show. Y'all can't tell me this show wasn't like everything. It was lit. So if you missed the show, guys, I'm gonna repost it. Go to Busy with B YouTube page because I'm about to be doing personal videos, and I want you guys to just love on my videos and share my videos, all that good stuff. In the meantime, in between time, again, if you are interested in podcasting and this is something that you think you want to do, hit your girl up in her DM. Everything is Busy with B, and that's BUZYWITHB. And yeah, just Google me, baby.
Google me, baby.
But thank you so much, James. Like, this was
appreciate
an
it.
awesome show. I think this is just the first of many. I always said that.
And you can pick up your game at coupleupgame.com right now. And I might even meet you somewhere if you run the DMV area.
He
I'll pull
really
up
would.
on you. Like
He really will pull up on
no
you.
lie.
And Khadijah, where can they find you?
It's Khadijah.com. It's Khadijah on Instagram.
And you, Darius?
My name is Darius the Great on Instagram and Neo Noir Podcast on Instagram.
Each and every Monday right here at Listen Vision Live, Georgia Avenue. Busy with B. I'm excited. Thank you guys for joining me. And that's the end of the show.
Bye.
See you later.
We out.
Peace out.